Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Alex. I am a real estate investor, and I want to make these videos to help share with you the struggles I'm having, the challenges I'm overcoming, and hopefully you can use this information to accelerate your own journey. So, today I wanted to talk about the CRM that I use in my own personal business, which is Rei Reply. And I wanted to spell out like maybe the pros and the cons of this CRM, and if it's one that maybe you should choose, if it's one that fits your needs, or maybe if it's best to do a different one. So just to get right into it, let's start off with the cons. So the first con is price, and not necessarily that it's an expensive CRM because it's not. It's very affordable when you compare it to all the other CRMs, but it is a paid CRM, and there are lots of free CRMs too. I would argue those free CRMs are nowhere near as capable or good as this CRM, but so that is kind of something to consider though too. Like if you're literally brand new and you're not really committed to this real estate thing and you're kind of just operating off notebooks and you're kind of wishy-washy and you jump from opportunity to opportunity, this might not be the best for you because it is paid and you pay monthly for this service. Another thing that I notice is it's kind of slow on my computer, and that could honestly be my computer. I'm not sure if my computer just isn't powerful enough to run it, but it's like you click on something and then it's not like instant like when I'm on other websites and stuff like that where it's literally like just instant. I don't know if my computer just isn't powerful enough or if I just have way too much going on in my personal CRM or something, but I do notice that a little bit. And then I'm like a super driver too, so like all that stuff is like I'm hypersensitive to all that. Uh, and also with the amount of tools and options and stuff like that they give you, it can be a little bit intimidating, honestly, just with all the different stuff in there. And this is especially true, if you don't take full advantage of that onboarding process that they have. They have an entire training center built out that you should definitely go through. And on top of that, they have like a one-on-one Zoom meeting with you, I think for like an hour, just kind of showing you everything you can. And then, of course, I'm like the type of person who is just wants to like get right into it and start messing it up and playing with it. Um, and and that kind of hurts me a little bit because I didn't really take the full time to really deep dive in that one-on-one Zoom meeting and just absorb all the information that they were telling me. They did a great job, but it was like I wasn't like really asking good questions or like really paying attention. I was like, yeah, just let me start here. What do I need to know to just really get started? So it can be a little bit intimidating, especially if you don't take full advantage of that onboarding. Getting on to the pros then. So it is extremely customizable. So that's very nice. You can basically build it out to however you like, right? You can set it up for multiple different businesses. Honestly, I see there's a ton of different tools in there, and it's they basically just give you the building blocks, and then from there you can get as crazy as you want, right? So I do like that. It also is very tool rich. So it's got like basically a free single line dialer in there, which I've got a video on showing you how to use. Obviously the automated texting, the workflows, the RVM, ringless voicemail rather, and like I'll just pull up here. Like here's a new workflow creation, and here's just some of the different stuff that is in the workflow that you can do, right? So you can connect it to people's birthdays. You can connect it to Slack. Again, voicemails, Instagram. You can connect it to your Google My Business, webhooks, Google Sheets. So here's the AI stuff, ChatGPT. You can send invoices. You can connect it to your Google Analytics, right? It's essentially go high level, right? It's a CRM go high level. So everything that can do basically you can do here. So just a crazy amount of tools, honestly. So again, it can be a little overwhelming if you're not sure. Don't take full advantage of that onboarding, but it is extremely tool rich. I'd say that as a pro. And then another thing. So in the pros category is they do have a good onboarding. So the one that I had, the person that I talked to was extremely knowledgeable, and they actually did, um, provide me some things that are extremely helpful in setting up my business and the standards at the time. How to not get your account blocked or shut down, or little tips and tricks for text blasting and stuff like that. And how many texts I can send per day and per hour, and he kind of just like gave me the formula and everything. So that was super helpful, even though I was like not the best student in that situation. Like I was like, yeah, like let's get to it. He was a very good teacher and he was very knowledgeable. And if I would have been a good student, I would have got way further ahead, honestly. So the onboarding is very good, honestly. But it's kind of up to you to also be a good student there. And then again, another pro, the automations, right? So The beautiful thing here is that you set up the automation once, and then it's like a time saver for the rest of your life in the future. So, just a couple of nice ones that I have that I really like. I have a wrong number automation. If anyone ever texts me a wrong number, it essentially goes into their contact, it updates the phone number with the next phone number I have in line, and then it restarts them in that text campaign. So it's super nice. Like I never even have to see it or anything like that. So that's super nice. Missed call automations, you automatically text them right back, like, hey, I'm so sorry, I'm on the other line. Like I'm gonna call you right when I get off this phone call or whatever. It'll set up yourself an automatic task and a bunch of other cool little tricks there. So, and then also auto task creation. When leads are moving to different stages, you can automatically create yourself a task. So that way you can just kind of go in, look at your task list, knock it out, and you're done. And then I would say the number one thing though that I like, and the reason I like to use it, is that I think it is the best way to generate leads and follow up with leads with like a full-time job or some other time commitment, right? So the beautiful thing is that it's like just an automated drip texting thing, right? So you don't have to actually be there at the computer, and it's sending out your text messages, and it, obviously with AI, it's replying to people, it's setting up appointments, and also it's doing your follow up for you too, which is which I love. So when you get off the phone with a seller, you can basically set them up on a follow up campaign based on their motivation or their timeline, right? So you can put them on a 1 month, a 3 month, a 6 month, a 1 week, a 1 day, whatever you need to do there, right? And it's just for those, you're constantly staying front of mind, staying in contact with them. And then if they do, they do say something that indicates that you should get back on the phone, again, at that point you can call them. But you're kind of spending the most amount of time talking to either like new leads or people who are ready to make a decision, right? And then these other people who you're just kind of nurturing with the text messages, like those people will, pop up or raise their hand in the future, or they'll disqualify themselves. So it does all that basically for you, and it takes away the need or a lot of the need for like a lead manager and stuff. So that is, I would say, the number one thing here, because this is the CRM that I use for my personal real estate stuff while I work on another real estate company full time. So I don't have a ton of time to do this stuff. So this is super awesome that it's just all happening in the background. And maybe if you had a family and again a full time job and stuff like this can be extremely valuable. So that's what I view as the pros and cons, and why I ultimately choose to use it for my own personal CRM, on my own personal real estate business. So I really like it. And at the end of the day, it's kind of your call, right? So again, the cons, if you're not super serious or super committed, maybe just stick to the notebooks or Google Sheets for now, because you can get pretty far there. But when you do want to take that next step and grow this thing and build it out, I think it is a super awesome CRM. And again, that's at the end of the day, that's why I choose to use it. So hopefully you guys took something from this. Hopefully you guys learned something. And yeah, drop a comment with what you want to see on the next one. If you took something from that video, there's a good chance that somebody might benefit from seeing it as well. So don't be selfish. Share the love, send the video around, give it a like, give it a comment, help this get out to more people, because my goal is honestly just to help people and help them accelerate their own journey. So if you can help me do that, I'd be very grateful. Also, if you have leads that you need closed, I'm the guy. In the description, there's a hot lead form submission. It's a Google form. It's fairly simple to fill out. If you've got a lead that is motivated, ready to make a decision, and you just need somebody to come in and close it, let's do it. Fill out the form. Let's make some money together.